Their minions are passing the tier 2 tower, rotate up here, clear the minions. Now we have a wave pushing, and that buys us a little bit of time. We could rotate mid, we can hit some camps. It buys us just a little bit of time to do something.
Okay. Attack! Please? On my way.
We might be able to make a difference. We are level 11. Some of them aren't double digits yet. We're gonna go ahead and ult. Throw down our 2, get the knockup. Throw the 1. We're able to get the pick onto Khepri. So it does look like Hades is pushing my lane still. What do, Skibbity Boo? It's your boy Seanyb Gaming, and today we have a viewer request of Pele in solo lane. I think this viewer wants to know how to play Pele, and I think they also want to know how to play solo lane, so it's a little combination of both and not just seeing a god in a strange role. If you are new to the channel, I upload 6 to 7 times a week. I add some commentaries to some games I've already played with the intention of seeing what went right, what went wrong. We're going to go over some abilities, some builds, and just kind of some decision making throughout the game. If you are returning to the channel, welcome back. We are grinding through the viewer requests, and the stats for this game will be posted at the end. So let's go ahead and march our way out to solo and kind of go over Pele's kits. Pele's 1 is going to shoot a line attack, and then the line attack is going to shoot the rocks back towards you. So it's going to do damage on the way out and a little bit of damage on the way back. You get 2 of these that you can passively let go on cooldown, and then as you level this ability up, the return damage is going to increase. Pele's 2 is a knockup. It's going to be a small circle around her at level 1, and then at level 3 it grows, and at level 5 it grows. It's going to do more damage on the inner circle than the outer circle. Pele's 3 is kind of tied into her passive meter. She has fuel, so at 100 fuel when she activates her 3, it's going to remove 5 fuel per second, but it's going to give Pele 30% increased movement speed, and it's also going to do a little bit of damage. You can double cast this 3 to get the doubled effects. It's going to be 60% increased movement speed. And it's going to be, I think it was like 30% damage, or 30 damage at level 1, and then 80 damage whenever you double tap the 3 at max level. And then Pele's ultimate, she's going to dash forward, and then her next 3 basic attacks are going to be cone attacks, dealing less damage. And then her passive is whenever she falls below 50% health, the fire inside of her is going to be lit, and she's going to get increased power, increased lifesteal, and increased ability lifesteal. This can only happen once every 30 seconds. So that is pretty much Pele's kit. Let's kind of go over the build and what we are going against. So we are going against the Hades. In solo lane, we just wanted to start with the Warrior's Blessing, the Health Chalice, and some multi-pots. The reason we are getting multi-pots is because we are able to stack that with the Health Chalice. So if we get really weak, we can pop the Health Chalice and a multi-pot to regain some of our health. Right now, I would say Hades is probably one of the roughest matchups in solo lane. He's able to just kind of lifesteal off of the wave, no problem. And because of that, it's really hard to poke him out, especially since he's going to be able to just regen all of that damage. So right here, we're kind of trying to time it to where we throw our 1 right as he dashes, so we avoid the damage he is doing. He's going to be able to out-clear me at this point in the game, so we're just going to run back under tower. Unfortunately, this is kind of something you have to do against Hades. So it looks like he is going for Totem. I'm not going to be able to contest it, really. So we're going to stick to the wave. There is his dash, there's his 3, so now we're going to stick to him. That's both of his damaging abilities down. Unfortunately, we still have a wave to deal with, so we try to tag him and the wave together. He's going to let me just farm this, so we're going to activate our 3, get some additional damage off. And it looks like he's kind of just camping those archers, so I'm going to let them step up just a little bit. It looks like he's moving up with them, so the wave is here. So now that we have a point into all of our abilities, we're going to try to max out our 1 first. In jungle with Pele, I like to max out my 3 first, but in solo lane, it makes a lot of sense to max out the 1.
Sorry, I was at the gym.
out of mana.
Thanks.
So we are pretty weak. We pop a health and mana chalice or potion.
You gonna start getting kills too, or?
We pop a health chalice and a multi-pot potion. There we go. So it looks like Hades went for his blue. My jungler is nowhere to be found, so I'm just going to clean up this wave, make my way over to Totem. I should be able to get this while he's getting his blue. And it looks like Arachne is making her way over into our side of the jungle. We're going to go ahead and just go straight to blue, hopefully incentivize Arachne to come over with us. So Pele does not go through as much mana as some characters in the game, and that is because her 3 is tied to her fuel meter instead of her mana. Because of this, she only has 3 abilities that consume mana, and her 4th one, which she kind of cast the most, is going to be un-mana related. So we do have our ultimate, but we're kind of holding off for Hades' ultimate. Our ult is going to be the one way we get out of it. There it is, so we're going to ult out. And now it is time to back. We have less than 100 health. He's going to be able to push that wave under tower and get some tower poke off, but we were able to survive. So we are going to be going into Runic Shield right after Warrior's Blessing. This is going to give us some magical protections to help us survive against Hades. It's going to give us a little bit of power to help us do damage, clear wave, and kind of bridge us to later items. And then it's also going to reduce the magical power of enemies within a certain radius. So not only is it going to give us protections, it is also going to reduce the damage output that Hades can deliver.
Your team has destroyed the right enemy.
Arachne made a rotation. We're just going to hit Totem with her. Hades knows she's here, so there's no surprise elements going on.
On my way. Kill them.
It looks like Arachne's moving in for their blue. It's not there. So that's his abilities. There's his one. Unfortunate.
That's my boy right there. He can frag anyone.
So there's not much left to do. We do have enough for Runic Shield, but we do not have our teleport online, so we're just going to hang out in lane for a lot longer.
Enemy missing middle.
We're applying some pressure onto Hades. We are fighting into the wave. There's his ult. We're going to ult out. And now we're going to re-engage. We still have the bonus effect on our basic attacks.
Someone on the other team.
And Arachne's able to get that kill.
Your left tower.
Don't worry, champ. I'm sure you helped.
Your left tower.
So unfortunately our tower goes down, but we were able to get a pick, so hopefully we'll be able to get a little bit of a lead in this lane. I think Katie's teleport is down, so he's going to have to walk back the lane, which gives us a little bit of time. We're going to go for Totem. It would kind of make sense to proxy a wave and then come back for Totem. And proxying a wave is whenever you go past the tier 1 tower to attack the next incoming wave of minions.
Your middle tower is under attack.
I'm pretty sure we do it at some point, so I'll kind of go over the strategy in a moment whenever we get to it.
Enemy missing middle.
So now that we don't have a tier 1, we are definitely going to have to confront this Hades a lot more. Right now, our job is to just clear the lane and get all the farm that comes channeling down this way. Hades is missing, so I do want to call that out.
Middle tower is under attack.
Looks like he might be proxying waves. Or not proxying, but just pushing waves.
I do not fear them.
We're going to put a ward down, and we're just going to push this next one. So looks like Hades did not rotate mid, but he definitely would have had the timing and availability to rotate right there. And if he would have, I would not have been rotating at the same time as him. So that is his dash, that is his 3. We're going to stick to him. We're actually getting pretty good damage off. We're going to move our way back to Totem. So right after that first pick, I feel like there's a swing in the lane. I was struggling to keep up with Hades, but now that we got a pick on him, even though he is still ahead in level, I feel more comfortable engaging on Hades.
Speaking of killing sprees,
Maybe it was just the tier 2 version of the Runic shield, but definitely more confident in my playing here against this Hades.
With that guy.
So if we can get him to come out of tower, Arachne is right there. We are just going to bait back.
Forgive me, master.
He did not fall for it, so we're just going to go for our blue. Arachne dropped their blue, but we're just going to get the XP from clearing ours. If we would move in for the blue that Arachne just dropped, it would take a little bit of time, and we wouldn't get any XP from clearing the camp. And then we just have to go back wave. This way, if we go and hit our own blue, we're going to get the blue buff, and we're going to get some XP from hitting the minions. And then we are able to make it back and get all the minions in wave. So right here, just grouping the minions together so I can use Smite 2 on them. He is going to teleport back. We have enough money for Runic Shield. We're going to pick that up. We also have enough money for boots. This game, we are going to go attack speed boots. It's going to synergize with our ult just a little bit. And it's going to allow us to kind of stick to this Hades a little bit more.
Enemy missing left.
Maybe try to punish him if he makes a mistake. So we're just using both of our ones on the wave to get the full clear. Sounds like he is on Totem. We're going to stick to him. It looks like he just... oh, he still had his one. I was going to say, it looks like he used his abilities, but he still had his one. We avoid the silence. That's his dash, his 3. Right now we're sticking to him, and I feel like we are doing good damage. I feel like we definitely have control of the pressure in this lane now.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't think
I don't want to use my 1 on Hades because that is my lane clear. If I use it on him, I won't have anything for the wave. Right there, I try to bait him again by backing and then canceling last second. We can get him to pull up. We should be able to engage on him pretty hard. Right now, he's sitting under tower.
Your middle tower is under attack.
So while he's clearing that wave, we are going to go proxy the next. By looking at our minimap, we can see that our minions have just passed the tier 2 tower. We can translate that to their minions are passing the tier 2 tower. Rotate up here, clear the minions. Now we have a wave pushing, and that buys us a little bit of time. We could rotate mid, we can hit some camps. It buys us just a little bit of time to do something.
Okay. Attack, please. On my way.
We might be able to make a difference. We are level 11. Some of them aren't double digits yet. We're gonna go ahead and ult. Throw down our 2, get the knockup. Throw the 1. We're able to get the pick onto Khepri. So it does look like Hades is pushing my lane still. I was able to help get 1 kill. Oh, it gave me an assist for that. I was able to help get 2 kills. We're gonna go for gold. We have the numbers over here. Hades is over left. We just got 2 picks. We really just gotta watch out for Artemis and Ao Huang. As solo, I feel responsible to tank it, so I'm gonna go ahead and tank it. We are missing some XP by helping the team out right now, but I feel like that was a good rotation. We got a pick, we assisted on another kill, and then we got Gold Fury. I think that cost us a wave, maybe 2. Definitely 2, the amount of time I'm taking in shop. So after Runic Shield, we are going to be going into Soul Eater. And the logic behind this is if we were going into a physical god, we would want some form of lifesteal from abilities. Gladiator Shield is a great item for going against physical matchups. However, since we are going against Hades, and there is no magical defense item that gives you health back when damaging enemies the way that Gladiator Shield does, we're going to want to go into Soul Eater to get some form of lifesteal and sustain online. If we're going against physical, we'd probably be going Gladiator and not building Soul Eater, but since we are going against a magical, it makes sense to get Soul Eater. We're going to go ahead and go onto this Hades. Arachne is able to get a stun. That is his ultimate. We're going to ult out just to avoid some damage, but we still have the procs on our 3, so we're going to move back in. Big team fight going on right here. That is the Hades dash. Our Hades ults and is able to get up. The Khepri saves there, Hades. We do have a blink as our second relic. We're going to go into. That might have just been enough setup for the team.
my boy right there.
And Horus is able to confirm the Hades. So now it's kind of a scramble. Looks like Arachne's on somebody. We should be able to go in and help. Now this Raw is the next target. He's going to be running away. We do not have any fuel really. Seanyb is able to get the kill. So we are just tearing them apart. They're doing 1v multiple people on our teams in jungle, and we are coming out on top. The call is made to go for Fire Giant. It is just Khepri over in the solo lane, and Artemis is all the way over in the right. I think we are going to be able to get this. Khepri does not have the best secure. That doesn't mean he won't be able to steal it. It just means he statistically shouldn't be able to steal it as easily as us. Or as easily as we can confirm it. Fire Giant was able to get a pick. I accidentally tried to teleport while taking damage from the Fire Giant. We were able to get the pick onto Khepri, and we are able to get the pick onto the Fire Giant.
Can somebody report that guy?
That is an Ao Kuang ult. We saw him go up. We're going to run away. We are expecting him to land. We throw down our 2 just in case. We're going to ult out because he can gobble us. Seanyb is able to get the pick. Looks like we were nice bait. We're going to get Soul Eater, and we're going to want to start stacking this item by killing minions. Actually, I think this item stacks by just minions dying around you. So we are going to teleport over to the tier 2 tower in solo lane, and right there I think we actually would have been better off teleporting to mid and then engaging in on that Raw. I just clicked the tower before I saw Raw on the minimap. So that was a little bit of a misplay. I think we'd be better suited than mid, although it does look like our team is going to be able to clean it up. So we are 1-0-7. We are doing alright. Nobody's over and left, so we're just gonna check out the jungle, see if there's any camps we can pick. Looks like Khepri's in mid. We might be able to make a rotation. There's Ao Kuang. That was a pretty early 2. We tag him with the 1. So we have 3 grouped. Hades is left. We could push mid right now. Hades might rotate in, but I think we'll be fine. We're just going to leap in, get our damage off. We are solo. We will be able to heal some of this back.
Enemy ultimate down. Middle lane.
So the Artemis is a little scary. We're going to use our fuel to get away. We do have a health potion that we could pop. We're going to double tap our fuel and then move in to help out the Arachne. We end up getting the kill. So while they're fighting mid, I'm going to push this left lane up just a little bit.
Your team has destroyed a right enemy to the death.
Now we're going to hit Totem. At this point in the game, Totem's probably not worth it, but since it's over here, we're just going to go ahead and hit it. Our team is pushing right lane, and they are at the Phoenix, so it should be pretty safe for us to push this tier 2 tower in solo. Looks like the team's back mid. Still should be pretty safe. He's just got weak, so he's probably going to be backing, which means we probably have the time to burn this.
Your team has destroyed a middle enemy tower. On my way.
So we are able to get the tower. Oh no. We are able to get the tower, and we're just going to run away. Not too worried about... Oh, we're just going to deal with this Raw. Hello, Raw. Bet you didn't expect that. Pop. Easy peasy. Might have given that Raw a little bit too much respect at the beginning of that engagement, but as soon as I realized I could just burn him, it went heavily in our favor.
Separate their souls.
We're going to invade their speed. Ao Kuang is here. I don't think he's going to do a whole lot. Hades is here.
Retreat.
Our ult is down.
Ultimate is down.
We are going to disengage because of that factor. He could ult us, and we have nothing to do against it. Beads probably would have been a good idea as a secondary relic, but instead I went blank for this game. Just trying to be super aggressive. Soul Eater is fully stacked. We are going to be going into Void Shield after that. Void Shield is going to give us some physical protections while also reducing the physical protections of the enemy. It's going to make it to where myself, Horus, Izanami, and Arachne are all going to do bonus damage. Well, looks like they surrendered. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you found it informative, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more content like this, please check out the channel and subscribe for more content. Thank you for stopping by. I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.